Okay, so as promised, I'm going to do a run through of the Fortnite website. Fortnite is going to appear as the fourth question of the exam. There'll be a couple of smaller questions, and then, of course, as always, there'll be the 12 marker at the end. And we think and we recommend that you revise the uses and gratifications theory in order to answer this question, because that's more than likely what's going to come up based on previous exams and based on the information that the exam board has given us. So the Fortnite website, as you can see, at the moment it has a scrolling bar, so we have different ways into the website. So Fortnite Zero Build is one of the versions of Battle Royale that you can play at the moment. So as you know, Fortnite is a building game. You're fighting against 99 other people or other squads or trios to be the last team or person standing. And usually in Fortnite, you can build in order to protect yourself. You can build forts, but in the most recent season, actually you can opt not to have building in the game, which some people actually really prefer. So you can see on the homepage right now there's a link to find out more about Zero Build, so no build Battle Royale, and you can play now straight away by downloading. You also got advertisement there for the name of the current season, which is Resistance, and you can buy the Battle Pass via the website. And as you know, the Battle Pass allows you to unlock lots of unlock the game so that you can win skins and you can just engage more in the content of the game. You can, of course, play Fortnite without having bought the Battle Pass, but it just means that when you are building up your XP and you're collecting battle stars, you are not actually able to convert those into skins or emotes and things and sprays and things like that. So you're not actually getting the full benefit of the game. So you would need to buy the Battle Pass every season, and it's about £7. If we start with this homepage, if we scroll down from the main place that we land, that scrolling screen, you can see links to articles on the page about the current season. So for example, Reach the High Ground as Obi-Wan Kenobi in Fortnite. So we've got synergy there with Star Wars. So Star Wars fans will be really interested to play, really interested to find out more about how Star Wars is being brought into the game. We've also got Supply Llama, so survive storm circles to earn virtual, and then you can click on that to find out more. So there's a little bit of enigma there for the audience wanting to find out more about that. And then you've got some other more recent articles there. So Fortnite Creative Update, Sideways Showdown Weeks, that's about a gun that's in the game at the moment. And you can load more articles if you want to be more up to date about Fortnite. And then we've also got another link here to the Battle Pass, and it clearly states it is available now. So for the audience, this is a great website to be able to find out more about the game, find out more about the current season, the kind of narratives around the current season, the characters, the guns that are available. And you can download, you can also buy your V-Bucks and download your Battle Pass. If we go up to the top to the banner here, we can see our navigation bar, and this brings us to different areas of the website. So we know that Fortnite has 4 different modes. We've been focusing mostly on Battle Royale, which is the sort of 100 players battling to be the last person or team standing. Zero Build is the version of Battle Royale where you can't build anything. So if someone starts shooting you, you can't build a brick sort of wall around yourself to protect yourself. So that's just a kind of something a little bit different for people that are getting a bit bored of Fortnite. We've also got Creative, and we're going to click on Creative first just to find out a little bit more about that, because of course with use and gratifications, or even just if you want to discuss generally why people play Fortnite, actually being able to not just be the audience for Fortnite, but also being a creator and actually taking part in the world of Fortnite and the franchise Fortnite can be very exciting. So as you know, there are thousands of games that are created by players in creative mode. Not just gun games, lots of different there's versions of Squid Game on there, so you can kind of play the Squid Game games in creative. There's sort of more parkour based games. There's also one called Imposters, which is basically a rip-off of Among Us, but using Fortnite characters. So there's a vast array of games that you can play in creative mode. And as you can see, those are created by Fortnite players. And it just brings something different to the Fortnite franchise. And you can play directly through the website here once you've downloaded Fortnite onto your computer. So actually being able to create and being part of the Fortnite franchise is a big kind of part of the Fortnite appeal for players, particularly those who are more advanced and are able to build those games. If we come back, we can go have a look at Battle Royale again, just as the main game. And thinking about the entertainment factor for use and gratifications, you know, really good idea to, after watching this, to go onto YouTube and have a look at some examples of gameplay, so you can get a sense, if you've not played Fortnite recently or at all, of what the sort of entertainment factors are for this game. Let's remind ourselves just from this image, it's animated, so it's cartoon-like. So when you eliminate other players, there's no blood or gore, as you would have in Call of Duty, for example. So it's almost like quite a safe space for that kind of entertainment. When you shoot someone, you eliminate them, they basically evaporate. You don't see someone crawling around on the floor dying. Lots of green spaces around the island. Lots of characters from other franchises as well. So we know we've had Marvel, Star Wars, lots of synergy with the Disney films. There's John Wick skins for older players. There's, any film that you can think of that's been released will have some kind of link, some kind of synergy with Fortnite, as well as musicians as well can quite often be featured in Fortnite. So if we just scroll down, it gives you a little bit of narrative background about what's happening, because the narrative for Fortnite actually carries on and on throughout the seasons. It doesn't matter if you just start playing Fortnite today, for example. The overarching narrative doesn't really have that much of an impact on your day-to-day gameplay. But for those people who are really committed to Fortnite and have been playing since the beginning, understanding and knowing that overarching narrative, knowing what the storyline that's going on behind what's happening on the island, can actually bring a lot of pleasure, and a lot of, it can bring some prestige to the player, because they're obviously sort of a higher up type of player than anybody else. So we can see here it gives you the updates about, for example, in the most recent season, characters have been able to sprint, which they haven't been able to do before, and also climbing up on ledges. So they're bringing a bit more sort of parkour kind of movements to the characters. So you get some information about that, and the guns that are coming into the season. At the moment, there's lots of synergy with Doctor Strange, of course, in the Battle Pass, because of Doctor Strange recently being released in the cinema. So audiences for Marvel will be really excited to come onto the webpage and find out more about that synergy. If we go all the way across, we've also got merchandise, and this will take us directly to the Amazon webpage, where you can buy all of the official merchandise for Fortnite. So again, in terms of entertainment, it's a great way to bring people even further into the franchise. So you can buy sort of the guns, and there's cosplay as well there, home and office. So even for kind of older audiences, there's something there for everybody. So for younger audiences, we've got toys and collectibles. For older audiences, people in their 20s, 30s, 40s, some fun merchandise there for the office. You can see they've got, oh, there we go. So bedspreads as well, curtains, and so on. So if we just go back then to the Fortnite website, There's also competitive. This is where you can find out about the competitions that you can take part in in the Fortnite game, and those happen quite regularly. So, for example, here, and it tells you which region it's going to be in. So, for people who really enjoy competition, there's also those aspects of Fortnite to draw them into the game as well. And you can find out more about different cups and things like that are taking place in Fortnite just by going onto the website and having a look. So that's just a brief overview. Do go and have a look at the website this afternoon as you're revising, and keep in mind that you don't have to talk extensively about the website. Pick out 2 or 3 things about the website that helps to engage the audience, a reason why people go to the website. So we've talked quite a lot about the entertainment factor. We could also talk about other aspects of use and gratifications like escapism. So the fact that we've got lots of links to movies provides that sense of escapism as well, because there's really nothing about Fortnite that is steeped in reality. If you play Call of Duty, although it does provide entertainment, it's based on sort of realism, and it's supposed to look like it's really in a war zone, and it's based on historical fact as well for some part, whereas Fortnite is completely it's a fantasy island. It doesn't exist anywhere. We don't know where it is actually. The characters can be anything from sort of synergy characters from movies like Obi-Wan Kenobi here. It can be, you could be running around, I don't know, as a fish. So there is that sense of escapism for the game as well. There's also the options to be more creative, as we saw earlier on, through creative mode. But don't forget also about the social interaction. And the website doesn't necessarily provide too much, really any social interaction, but it does allow you to download the game, which is the space where you'll be able to have social interaction. So certainly have a think, a couple of things about the website that you can link to use and gratifications and talk about in the exam. If you have any questions, drop me or Mr. Skinner an email.